Hello, and thank you for joining our webinar with WTS International. Today's hosts are NCBTMB's Chair-Elect Bruce Baltz, Director of Training and Development Henry Gudelsky, and I am Donna Sarvello, VP of Educational Support. On today's agenda, we will be covering the SPA evolution, impact and value of board certification in the SPA, an introduction to WTS International, benefits of WTS International, and why WTS hires board-certified massage therapists, then how to join with WTS International, and at the end, we will be taking all live questions and answers. So first, let's meet Bruce Baltz. Bruce, how are you? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm great, Donna. We're excited to be part of this webinar right now at WTS. I've been a massage therapist for the past 21 years, and I've been working in the spa and fitness industry for about 30 years. And I just feel that it's appropriate timing right now for NCB to be having discussions with people like WTS to promote board certification and the value that it has in the industry. So thanks, Donna.
Perfect. Thank you, Bruce. And then next, let's meet Henry. Henry, how are you? Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, Donna. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you to everyone on the call. To give you a little background about myself, I have been working in the hospitality industry for about 15 years. I began in the restaurant side of business, did just about every job you can in a restaurant, where I found my way into fitness. I worked for a company called Town Sports International, which if you're located in the Northeast, you've probably been to one of our fitness centers there, Washington, New York, Boston, Philadelphia sports clubs. I spent the majority of my career working in either operations, area management, but eventually found my way into training and development and had the opportunity to really build a training and development program on the curriculum for Town Sports. I have just joined the WTS teams, and I was really excited to partner with you guys when I got here because it seems like a great opportunity to really drive the education higher in the industry and on that path with training and development of all of our employees. So thank you for having us here.
Well, that is fantastic. And since you've only been here for a couple of months, we're going to take it easy on you. And, you know, I was in the food industry for a little while. I never made it to the fitness industry, but I think that should be my next step.
It's a fun one.
Okay, so let's talk about spa evolution. Hey, Bruce, can you tell us a little bit about how the spa has evolved since your induction into the massage therapy profession?
Yeah, when I first started working actually as a massage therapist in '94, I was working more clinically and then made the transition into the spa world and was working in both environments for a long time and still do. But you see all sorts of changes. You know, the larger resorts and hotels that provide services are getting more involved clinically and more involved with the overall benefits of what massage therapy has to offer. And from that extent, then you also have franchise spas that are now out on the market. So there's been a lot of changes and a lot of different dynamics that are present now in the spa industry, from very high end to, I guess we'd say is from the high end to the day spas, and then to franchise spas, which all present themselves to a different population. So spas have gotten much bigger over the past years and well respected in different income brackets, you know, as we've been moving forward.
Absolutely. I remember, I haven't been a therapist as long as you have, but I remember just graduating in 1998 and looking for a job, and there was nothing available in my area in the spa industry, and now it seems to have boomed. People respect it more. They're using different techniques in there. It's not just what we used to look at as just relaxation modalities. There's more involved. So it's a perfect evolution, and it's a big time to get into the spa industry.
It's very true. It's presented just many different opportunities and opportunities for people to think outside the box and develop new programs and techniques that are, you know, that are based on science and based on you know, things that the general population can really grasp and understand.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Okay, next, a quick overview. We're going to go over board certification in therapeutic massage and bodywork and what it can do for the spa profession. So just so everybody remembers, board certification is the highest voluntary credential within our profession. And this tiers the massage therapy profession also by when somebody enters into the profession straight out of school, they're able to work as an entry-level licensed massage therapist and then gain some experience and move into board certification to hold that higher profession or to hold that higher credential. And this creates a true career pathway because as we look in other professions, we see as they get those credentials, they're able to ask for more money and reach higher levels. Board certification or board certified massage therapists reach higher educational requirements. They have professional work experience already before they start, well, as they become board certified, they already have the work experience. They have to hold CPR certification and pass a criminal background check every renewal period so that spa owner or the person that owns that organization knows that their board certified massage therapist hasn't committed any crimes and has a clean background. They're also committed to living up to higher standards and ethics. So the big picture of board certification, there's an appreciation by clients, healthcare professionals, and employers alike. You know, if we look in the healthcare profession and we look in pretty much every profession, certification is always a higher voluntary credential, and people like to see that their professionals have credentials after their names. This reassures employers and the public that they are working with a trusted, reputable massage therapist. NCB actively promotes employers who only hire board-certified massage therapists, and board certification represents the elite of the massage therapy profession. But I want to state, and I'm sure Bruce will agree with me, that board certification is not just for the elite. We are creating a career pathway for all massage therapists that want to enter above entry level. Wouldn't you say so, Bruce?
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Donna. It's board certification. We need to start at a certain place as far as its recognition and its acceptance. And so I guess the natural transition is the people who do maybe have different degrees as far as healthcare is concerned are going to be interested in the board certification. But it's going to become standard. Employers are starting to recognize board certification. And as they go through a transitional period, more and more people are going to be required, not just say lead therapists or people in decision-making capacities to obtain this higher credential.
Right, and if there is a career pathway, why wouldn't you just take it? Why wouldn't you just take the higher credential and move towards the path? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, and then before we move to Henry, let's talk about the value of board certification in the spa. And just to recap, there's a lot of information on this, but board certification is recognized by other professions. Credentials increase credibility. Board certified therapists are committed to the profession. Many demonstrate stronger skills and knowledge. Board certification increases opportunities for advancement, and with that with increased opportunities comes increased earning potential. And Bruce, what does this mean to you?
Well, I mean, I look at this from a couple of different perspectives, and I really feel that you know, massage practices, spa businesses, they're all looking for higher standards right now. And with the popularity of massage as a treatment and also spa treatments such as wraps, we're getting more and more population coming in that could have contraindications as far as medical conditions are concerned. You know, somebody comes in with high blood pressure and they want a wrap. You might want to consider that depending upon the temperature of the wrap. We need to consider medications. A lot of different surgeries now that are very, you know, are very, I don't want to say popular, but that are quite apparent in our practices is, we'll get people with hip replacements and shoulder issues and different surgeries, knee replacements. We need to know overall clinically what's appropriate and what's not. And so for me, the spa therapists, especially the lead therapists, need to be able to interject their opinion or their knowledge to better serve the overall practice that they take part of. And so it's just an educational process, and we're looking to provide superior service and understanding of conditions. And I think board certification helps do that.
And, I love talking to you about the spa industry because, when we graduated, we had people who worked for chiropractors, physical therapists, or somewhere in the medical, and then the spa was the other. And with your explanation and your knowledge of this industry, you bring it all together to say that spa industry isn't less than chiropractors or the medical industry. It's equal because we all have to know the same information. I love that.
I believe that to be true, yes.
And then lastly on this slide, the public side, the public can have confidence in choosing a respectable therapist with credentials, and that's always important to our public and our other professions. So now, let's move into Henry's area. Can you tell us a little bit about who WTS International is?
Absolutely. Thank you, Donna. WTS, for most of you, if you're not familiar with us, which is interesting because when I came on board with WTS, my initial impression is that most people don't know who we are, but we're kind of that person behind. So to take it to how we got here, we started in 1973, and we were really a tennis company. We were managing tennis clientele. We actually even began as Washington Tennis Services. And that was where we stayed for several years. But as we evolved and we saw kind of the fitness industry and lifestyle and rec industry evolve, we began to branch out our services. And kind of by the very early 90s, we were running fitness centers, lifestyle centers, country clubs throughout the country. So we did really well. We had some great success. And then it was kind of a natural progression for us that in 1997, we started managing and consulting on our first spas. We started designing spa concepts for people, and it was a natural transition for us since we had had success in fitness and tennis and leisure to move into the spa industry. And to be honest, that's really where WTS has really made its mark over the last almost 20 years now in the spa industry. We've had a lot of success. We've branched out globally. So we are currently in the Caribbean, Europe, Asia, the Middle East, all throughout the U.S., obviously. And our clientele has really expanded too. So we're at hotels and resorts. We're at private golf and country clubs. We've got your residential luxury developments, mixed real estate sites, planned communities, recreational clubhouses. And one of the things that WTS really brings to the table for our clients is we can provide a variety of services. So for example, something like one of those real estate sites, we're able to provide the spa section, but we can also run their fitness center for them also. Same for some of the luxury resorts where we actually run several different departments for that company. And what that's great for our employees is if they ever want to grow or move into another industry, they can move right into it. We've got the pathways created for them to grow and develop and transition, or they can do both. If they want to personal train and also do massage therapy, we could create that pathway for someone else if they wanted to. So we're really proud to partner with NCBTMB to have all of our leads, and eventually a goal of having really all of our massage therapists being board certified and holding on to that higher standard.
Well, we love to hear that because we love to see organizations hold on to high standards and help us define and advance this profession. That is fantastic. Can you tell us about WTS International Services?
Yeah, absolutely. So we provide a variety of services, not just the management, the day-to-day. We can provide feasibility studies, concept design services. We also do pre-opening and management services. So the first three that you see are kind of the back of the house side that we handle mainly out of our corporate office in Maryland. And we can provide those. We design a lot of the concepts, and you'll see on a couple of slides some of what we've designed for our clients and kind of where we are in the industry. But our bread and butter is the pre-opening and the everyday management services, and that's where we find the best benefit of partnering with you guys, because this is where we want to attract the best of the best, and we want to hold our best of the best to that standard. So For people looking to join the spa industry or grow their career with us, we have a lot of opportunities. Every year we have new sites that we take on, and then we have the continued growth from the clients that we already have as well.
That is fantastic. So all of the massage therapists out there, if you are already board certified, you already have met your first process. That's fantastic. Okay. Can you tell us about the benefits to your massage therapist?
Yeah, so we are building ourselves out. We have built ourselves out as really a luxury brand, and that really started for us not too long ago when we wanted to really have Forbes 5-star training and Forbes 5-star facilities to ensure we're giving the best experience possible to all of our customers and clients that come in. So we partnered with Forbes. They've come out and they've done training with all of our corporate team. They've been through the Forbes service, and we actually have rolled out and developed training programs to keep that level of consistency within our spas themselves. From an internal networking standpoint, you've got an opportunity to work in a lot of different environments if you want to relocate or travel, or even work in multiple locations. For example, in New York, we have several spas. You could work in all 3 if you wanted to. You wouldn't just be stuck in the one that you were looking to do. Or you could start in one city, and then when it gets cold, maybe you want to move down to the Caribbean and have a nice summer job until it warms back up again. From a preferred vendor program, through our fitness and spa contacts, we have developed lots and lots of relationships over the years, and that really enables us to offer special discounts to all of our clients. That's kind of how we get our products that come in, but also to our employees. So as an employee, you'll get discounts, whether it's on the services or products that you're looking for yourself or new stuff to try. You can kind of rest assured that WTS has vetted these out, and we only use the best of the best in our facility. We also have full-time benefits. These include health, paid time off, holiday pay, as long as you're full-time status for us. So also, it's not on here, but it's kind of will flow through the next few slides for you, is we also have a huge commitment to training and development, and that's where I came in and why I was kind of brought on here. And we want to really teach or help our massage therapists and all our employees really grow their career. So as part of our commitment, as we want our team to not just see it as another stop along the way, but the benefits that we have here should help us be viewed as a destination where you don't just come as a stop, but you can actually find and grow your career with us.
This is really impressive. It's an excellent opportunity for both new and experienced therapists. This is the career pathway that NCB is always talking about, where you can come in, you gain your experience, and you move throughout the organization. I love this. All right, let's talk about internal networking.
And so part of our internal network, as I kind of kicked off a minute ago with training development and a career section, is these are just some of the tools that we have available and that we utilize. It starts with our knowledge network, where employees can connect with each other. We've got web boards where people can ask questions, share best practices, and kind of share what's working for them. We also are set up with some vendors through our knowledge network where you can continue your education, which is offered to all of our employees through the portal. We have constant access to here WTS Announcements Industry Upstage, so it's a good way for our team to connect internally as well, kind of share what they're doing something fun. If someone has a fun event going on at their spa, we can post pictures of it. They submit it to our marketing team, and they'll put it up there so you can see what some other people are sharing as well. On our pathway side, WTS as industry leaders, that we have a mentoring program which provides a lot of career opportunities for someone. Especially if you're brand new to the industry, for example, and you just wanted to start off at the front desk. It's a great way to get your foot in the door as you get your license and continue your education. You can grow into a massage therapist for us, get board certified, you become a lead therapist for us, and then maybe it takes you in another direction where you want to start running a spa. We'll create that development path and the development activities to help you become a spa director with us, or a lead with us, or a specialist. And wherever you want to grow, we'll be happy to help you get there and design a plan for you.
Perfect. Can you explain a little bit about this next slide, the client portfolio?
Sure. So one of the fun things about WTS is we are that person. We're like Oz. We're kind of behind the curtain. You probably don't know our imprint, but a good chance you've been to some of our sites. So some of our sites, the next couple slides give you an idea of where we're at. We are at over 100 sites throughout Europe and internationally, but some of our top clients that really shine for us. So, for example, the O Spa at OPOM, that's one of our Forbes 5-star rated facilities that we have. You have the Spa Oceana at Don Cesar, it's one of our resorts. The Crystal Spa, the Spa of Colonial Williamsburg. I got to visit that one actually about a month ago. It's a beautiful location. If you're wanting that peaceful experience, it's really a great getaway. It wasn't anything like I expected Williamsburg to be. It was beautiful. One of our biggest clients, the Spa Trump, we run each of those locations that you see, Chicago, Illinois, Vegas, Waikiki, Soho. We're also doing the Vancouver Trump Spa coming up, as well as the old post office one in DC, which is coming.
You're not coming to Chicago? We have a Trump building in Chicago.
We have that one too. That's on there.
Oh, it is on there. Okay. Oh, perfect. It's the first one.
And I'm excited. I haven't gotten to see that one yet, but I've heard it's stunning. So I'm excited to get there. And then from a fitness side and leisure side, we also run a variety of everything. So we do everything from your small 3,000 square foot corporate facility. We'll run and maintain that for our clients, for mainly business clients. But we'll also run big multi-rec sites, like, for example, our Ashburn Fitness and Sports Pavilion, which is about a 45,000 square foot facility with basketball, pool, fitness, does daycare, has an outdoor lake with activities. We find a way just to do it all. Some of our other clients in the fitness side or the lifestyle side include Dragon Ridge, the JCC, the Living Well Health Club at the Washington Hilton. So they'll also find us in a lot of hotels. We'll have different clients where we run their spa program if they're going to have a spa center set up, or we'll do their fitness or gym as well for them.
Perfect. So with all this good stuff, can you tell us a little bit about why WTS supports board certification?
Absolutely. We really find that, and to piggyback off some of what Bruce was saying, is we see ourselves and we are seen on the inside as an industry leader, and we want to expect the best and really hold up that standard. And to us, it really means it's a way of promoting a higher level of consistency and service in our spas. So we want people to come to one of our spas and feel safe and secure that they're getting really the best certified spa service that they can get. We want to improve the safety and effectiveness of massage therapy. And you and Bruce both made, I thought, fantastic points earlier. And as I come from the fitness industry, one of the things I've learned is I've seen the evolution of spa over the years as well, even on the outside, where my initial impression was that it was just about that calming relaxation experience, but it's really so much more in the everyday health and wellness of somebody. And what a great way that we can treat someone without having to put chemicals in their body with medicine. So if you can trade you're working out, you're sore, or you have an injury, massage is the perfect complement. And we really want to make sure we have the best of the best that are safe and do the most effective therapy they can, so people will come to us with that expectation. And then, as I said before, we want to attract the best of the best too. So by being board certified and partnering with you guys, we look at this as a way to attract the best talent in the industry, come work for us, so we can also provide those services as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, and board certification, yeah, definitely we're going to all work together. And anybody who's interested out there, make sure you contact us, and don't forget to send in your questions for the next segment when we answer all of your questions. Okay, so now with that said, how do we join? What do we do?
All right, so the easiest way to get started is really to visit our website. And I'll tell you ahead of time, you should possess all current licenses and certifications that are required on a state and local level. So make sure if you're looking to go in a different state, please check those requirements ahead of time to make sure you already adhere to those requirements. All candidates should have excellent customer service and communication skills. You can be the smartest massage therapist out there, but we really want to make sure that our team understands how to deliver the best service as well when they're meeting with their clients. If you want to be a lead for us, you do have to be board certified. And all you got to do to apply is go to WTSinternational.com, click on careers, and do all the available openings that we have. You can change different ways it's sorted. Right now, if you look on there, there's about 12 different pages that you can sort through. And that includes all of our positions, not just massage therapists. So I encourage you, after this webinar, please jump on it. And if you do have any questions, let us know.
Excellent. So looking ahead, Henry, where do you see this going with WTS? How do you see board certification? Do you see it increasing amongst your therapists?
Absolutely. It's just like any industry, as as the science evolves, we have to evolve as well. So it's not just about an experience anymore. Now it's a lot about treatment and helping someone improve. So as we see the industry evolve, we want to be right there, attached at the hip as part of that evolution. So together we really see a partnership as advancing to the highest standards and making sure that all of our team members really understand that information and know how to deliver that service. As it says in the slides, the board certification, whether it's offered to the lead instructors or all spa employees, it's our commitment as well to the consumer to have those higher standards, the best ethics, the commitment, and the excellent product that's in there. And the industry is going to continue to grow, and we feel confident that if someone's taken the time and invested in their career to become board certified, they're going to continue to take the time and develop and not just stop there. So they'll always be on top of industry trends and make sure they're delivering the most safe and effective practice that they can.
I am very proud of most of our board certified massage therapists that I meet out there. I say most because I can't be 100%. I'd like to say all, but I don't know every single one out there. So yes, you can depend on them. They're fantastic. Okay, now let's move into a couple pre-submitted questions that were sent to us prior to the webinar beginning. And then we will move into live questions and answers because I know we have quite a few. And Henry, many of these are for you, but we're going to go over because some of them are for NCB also about board certification. So we'll go back and forth. And I'll let you and Bruce know when the question is coming to one of you. Okay? Perfect. Okay, so our first pre-submitted question comes from James. What employment opportunities are available at WTS for a massage therapist?
All right, James. So we've got several opportunities. They include, we have full-time, part-time, all on-call massage therapist positions are both available, or all these are available both domestically and internationally. We also have lead therapist and therapist supervisor roles as well.
Excellent. Okay, our next question. I think this one's for me. I've been certified for 20 years, but do not have a college degree. I'm interested in working in an overseas spa. Am I an eligible candidate? Well, first of all, congratulations on being board certified for over 20 years. That's excellent. You would have to actually get a visa and speak with the people within the country that you're going to work or going to move to or to work in. So we can't answer that here in the U.S. because there are so many different regulations out there. I don't think you'll have too many difficulties. We can, Henry, you are international. Do you have any other insight on this?
No, I think you really hit it on the head. That for us, I would assume yes, that you'd be okay. Especially if you've been in the industry if you're certified for 20 years, you should be okay with it. But again, as you said, you should definitely check, especially if you're looking to relocate. I would just confirm that first before you do.
Excellent. And then keep in mind, too, that NCBTMB is partnered with ITEC, which is an international certification. So if you're interested in working overseas, please contact us, and we can hook you up with the ITEC organization and maybe some international certifications. Okay. So next pre-submitted question comes from Kate. I am currently nationally certified. Can you please clarify the process on to transition into board certification? Well, Kate, you need to email info@ncb or info@ncbtmb.org. Request a username and password for your account, and then you will go in and complete the transition to board certification application. Excuse me. You'll submit a copy of your CPR certification, a copy of your diploma or transcripts, and then a copy of your driver's license in transition. Okay, hold on. I'm dying over here. All right. Next question comes from John. Is there a map available showing where all WTS international locations are worldwide?
So it won't be an exact map, but what I would recommend that you do is you go to our website, WTSinternational.com, and on the top-hand side, you'll see a kind of a tab across the top. You're going to scroll over to careers. Once you click to careers, you'll slide down to the bottom. There's a spot where you hit all, and the next page is going to ask you to definitely to view all career opportunities. And once you do that, it'll tell you the specific position, whether it's spa director, a club manager, etc. And then next to it, it says the region that you're looking for. So you can search position specifically by typing in the different keywords. Just scroll through if you want also. As I said, right now there's about 12 different pages with about 20 or so different opportunities. And this covers all of our locations for all open available positions. And it'll tell you exactly where each location is.
Excellent. And thank you for excusing my coughing fit there. I don't usually get on those in webinars. But, you know, stuff happens. Okay, let's move on to Karen. How does the spa profession and or WTS International honor the employment of medical massage therapists?
So we recognize that all of our therapists are eligible for employment with WTS, or all therapists are eligible for employment with WTS as long as they meet all their state and city local requirements.
Excellent. So now it's time for our live questions and answers. And, you know, we're going to start out with one that I think a lot of people are out there are wondering, but it's from Jackie. What does WTS stand for?
That is Washington. Well, technically it doesn't stand for anything anymore, but it originally stood for Washington Tennis Services. And once we branched into fitness and spa, we kept the 3 letters, but kind of took away what it used to stand for.
Perfect. Okay, our next question is from Anne. How many people does WTS employ approximately?
No, it definitely varies, but roughly 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Our next question from Kelly, I'm going to take this one. What are some of the other professions who currently recognize board certification? Well, Kelly, NCB has been strongly working with medical professions, hospitals, now the spa industry. So we're finding that our credentials are respected across the country in different areas, especially higher-end spa, higher-end medical professions with different chiropractors, physical therapists. So we're kind of making a movement across the country with our credentials. And we just, you know, board certification is for everyone to be able to elevate our profession. It's not just for NCB to give to the profession and say, okay, you have credentials, now do something with them. Credentials across the U.S. with all professions are highly respected, and we just want to incorporate that into massage therapy. Okay. And Bruce, you feel free to jump in anytime you want with talking about board certification.
All right.
Anytime you want. I am nationally certified. This question is from Kaneko. I am nationally certified and have a bachelor's degree in public health. I am not yet board certified and need some guidance. How easy is it to transition to board certification, and what is the process? Well, I think we described that earlier, and that is as simple as emailing info@ncbtmb.org, receiving your username and password, and then going in and completing the transition to board certification application, and then uploading all of your documents to the board certification upload document form. And you'll have to have proof of 750 hours of education. If your school was less than 700, you can use any accredited college or university courses or any continuing education that you've taken from an NCB approved provider. and then 250 hours of hands-on work experience in a professional setting or atmosphere, and CPR certification. Just submit all of that, and we can transition you into board certification.
Yeah, I'd like to add to that.
Oh, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think it's really important for people to understand that if you're NCB certified right now and you want to do board certification, it's a much easier process than having to take the test. And so, please take advantage of that while you can through the end of 2016. You'll still be able to transfer, if you're currently certified, be able to transfer to board certification at a much lesser fee, and then you'll carry that new credential.
Absolutely. Okay. The next question is for Henry. Do you hire massage therapists to help start spas, or are they non-therapists? And so I think what this person is asking is if the massage therapists help you start the spas, or if it's more business people.
I'm not sure if I completely thought. So we are. I mean, it's part of planning, or just in far? Do you think it means?
I would think that if you're going in to open a new spa, and you're in the planning stages and you're getting everything together, would massage therapists be involved in that part, or do you already have the spa up and running and then you bring your massage therapist in?
So it's a little bit of probably a hybrid of the both. So for example, we're opening one up in California right now at the Bicycle Hotel and Casino, and I'll tell you that I'm actually going out there next week for part of the training. So the first step was we have a team that kind of puts together the concept, the design, and maps out a pre-opening plan for what it's going to be. That's done all internally out of our corporate office. The next step is we hired a spa director, and that person really builds his core team. From there, it varies in a few different formats. In some cases, we might have a lead therapist from another local spa, or even another spa that we in our network and we want to have that person come out. They might help with the opening, with hands-on training, or we might use one of those new therapists have to help with the training if they're going to become the lead in there. We also send out our corporate team. For example, I'm going out there to do a sales and guest service training with everyone on staff. But we'll also have different representatives from our spa team, whether it's just for that specific spa or part of our outside network to help open the club or open the spa and get it up and running. That cover it?
I think that covers it perfectly. Okay, the next question is for you, Henry. How long is your average interview process? Is the standard 2 to 3 interviews with at least one hands-on audition?
Correct. So you'll typically have a phone screen to make sure where we make sure that you are qualified and we're the right fit for you. That'll typically occur after you submitted a resume through our application process that we discussed earlier, and one of our spa directors or spa supervisors would call you to set that up. You'd most likely have depending on the spa, if there's only one director and it's a smaller spa, you might only have one in-person interview and then the kind of the practical hands-on. If there's a spa supervisor or spa manager and a spa director, you might have 2. If it's an ideal situation, we could even potentially have you interview with both at the same time to kind of save the trouble. So I'd expect 1 to 2 interviews plus the hands-on piece.
Perfect. Okay, and the next question is from Rosemary. She wants to know if she would have to obtain a license in each state if she moved from spa to spa to work for your organization.
Yeah, so you'd have to meet the requirements of whichever state that you would want to state and city that you're going to deliver the treatment on.
Yeah, and this is pretty much, this is standard for everything in massage therapy. So even if you're working on a border and, you work in either state, you do have to obtain a license if they're required in each state from each state. And it's also with any organization that has multiple locations, because the states can still come into the organizations and see that the organization is hiring non-licensed massage therapists, and then that would hurt the organization. Okay, the next one is from Blanca. What kind of marketing and sales system do you use to increase the clients? So what kind of marketing do you do and sales do you do to increase business for your massage therapists?
So we do a lot internally. You know, from all of our spas are on Facebook, for example. So we do have a social media campaign, and we have a marketing manager at our corporate office that works one-on-one with every spa director that we have, and kind of identifying what the best marketing approach is going to be. We then have regional directors that partner with their particular spa directors. Our regional directors have anywhere from 4 to about 10 sites, and they make sure it's an effective plan that's going to drive it in business. It really takes a whole huge variety that we do. Everything from different types of promotions around the holidays to attract business. We partner with companies like Gilt and Groupon and Living Social to help drive activity into the spa. We'll partner with local communities. The hotels will do different parties and activities that we can do to kind of boost incentives and interest in the spa. So it's a pretty broad range, but if you've seen it done before somewhere, there's a good chance that that we've done it. So, for example, we've got a spa in Miami that's they're known for kind of their nightlife at their pool. So we're promoting the spa at the pool as well as attending the pool parties and doing mini trunk shows over there to attract guests and awareness for what we have and what we do. But it could be anything as elaborate as that, something as real simple as some Facebook marketing going out, or just local ads in the hotel.
Excellent. Our next question is for Jamash. Can you, I don't know if you can speak on this, but I'm going to ask it. Can you speak on the range of salaries massage therapists employed by WTS make in the USA?
So I can't give you specifics, but I can tell you it really varies. It's an hourly plus service commission plus retail commissions. The commissions vary really by each market. So it depends on, like, our New York market is going to be very different than our spa in Branson, Missouri. You know, it really depends on kind of what we're charging and what the client base is. We do have gratuities or service charges that are included as well. So I can tell you that as a luxury brand, you can probably rest assured that whatever spa that you'd be looking to work in is probably consistent with the other luxury spas in that area.
Okay, perfect. Our next question, and I understand where this is coming from because I've applied for different areas and found that there was a cost for the application or an actual application fee. So I am board certified and wish to apply for a position. Is there any costs associated? Do you charge for the application? Are there any fees associated with the application?
Not at all.
Not at all. So everything, so Rosemary, you can go apply right now. So a question from Rebecca. Are WTS therapists employees or independent contractors?
They would be employees.
They'd be employees. So you actually, they get a paycheck, taxes are removed, and they...
There are a few very, 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 very rare situations where someone might be an independent contractor with us, but I haven't come across one yet. And for the most part, everyone is either an employee of WTS itself or the spa directly. For example, at Boar's Head, the massage therapists there are employees of the Boar's Head hotel. But we run the hotel, and the spa director there is a WTS employee. So everyone is pretty much, I think 99% of our population is a WTS employee.
Okay, excellent. A question from Shar. Does WTS offer all of its therapist benefits?
All full-time.
I'm sorry, what?
As long as
all full-time.
Yep.
Okay. All right, perfect. And then we have a question from Meredith. How does this board certification apply to any jobs abroad since WTS is international? So I'm going to take this one, and then you can add if you've seen things internationally. But many other countries do respect the United States certification. So they see it, and they're very happy to accept its the people that have the actual certification. In many countries, there aren't regulations like there are in the U.S. They're not as stringent. In some there are. So you would have to check with each area that you're moving into, and I would definitely keep your board certification, and when you go to apply in that country, bring that with you to let people know that you have obtained the higher credential. Have you been into anything internationally asking associated with credentialing or anything like that?
Nothing different than what you said.
Okay.
Henry, I do have a question for you. This is Bruce. That's an interesting question to me. If somebody wants to go and work for one of your properties overseas, and they are a therapist from the U.S., would board certification be something that you'd be looking for to place them in there if they were credentialed to work in that country?
I think the best way I would answer that is that board certification is the requirement right now for all of our lead therapists.
Right.
And it will eventually become the standard for all of our therapists. But if they're going to work in an international environment, our main standard still applies to be a massage therapist, that you'd have to be licensed and be able to work under the regulations of that country, state, or specific city. So if that aligned with it, then yes, you would have to do whatever additional steps to the country.
Great, thank you.
I have a question. So does WTS, since you are international, do you hire people from other countries, or do you mainly take United States citizens and move them to other countries?
Both. I'll tell you, I just finished some training with one of our new business development managers, a woman named Jasmine, who is out of Beijing. And she's running one of our spas and developing, she's running one of our spas, I think, at the Westin Spa in Beijing, and she's also in charge of new business development in China. So we found it to be much more effective to hire somebody from within that market instead of bringing someone from the U.S. overseas. On the other side, we absolutely have found people with a desire to relocate. And if they let us know that and it's something of interest, as those opportunities become available, it's great to have a brand ambassador, someone who already knows us very well, to kind of put into another country and have them grow from there.
Excellent. Bruce, this question's for you because I think you can answer this one the best, since you do have spa experience and you have managed a spa before, a very large one. How can I encourage my employer to hire more board-certified therapists rather than entry-level licensed therapists?
Well, it's difficult when you're going through a transition to ask people to obtain credentials that weren't originally asked of them. But I think when you present it as we have with WTS and in our previous discussions, with people of responsibility, people who have to make the decisions, should have that credential because of their knowledge base. And I think it's an easier sort of pill to swallow for a management team to be able to say, this is what the new requirements are. And the natural transition, as WTS recognizes, is that eventually it will become the norm, and people who are looking to achieve new goals and have new opportunities are going to want to obtain that same certification, as being board certified.
Excellent. Well, I think, hold on, let me check this. Oh, you know what? Let's take one. This is an excellent question. Does WTS pay for relocation if you move a therapist out of the country or out of state?
It'll depend on the specific situation. So I can't say it'd be a case by case. Wouldn't be the same for everyone. If we are asking you to relocate, I would say we would most likely pay for your relocation. If it's something we're specifically hiring for and you've expressed interest and we think it's a good fit, that also we might pay for the relocation if it's just something that you're going to do. But we weren't necessarily seeking it out, or we have, just for example, if you're going to be a massage therapist and at our Beijing spa and it's already up and running and you just wanted to relocate to Beijing to work there, we wouldn't necessarily pay for that relocation. It would have to be something that we were internally really driving and has the need on the inside.
Excellent. Hold on, we're getting a couple more questions. Would it improve, oh, this question's from Meredith. Would it improve the likelihood of choosing an applicant if they are relocating for the job as it shows their desire to have the job? So if somebody is willing to relocate, do they have a better chance of becoming employed by WTS?
Really, we're looking for the most effective people. I don't think your willingness to relocate really factors into that, to be honest. It's always a nice plus if we have other opportunities. I think it's a great thing that we can offer to people looking to come on board with us. But in most situations, our willingness to bring someone on board comes down to, one, do we have available positions at the particular spa? And then two, it's how qualified are you? So what I could say is if you have a board certification, that's probably a really good start. If you don't, hopefully you're very well versed and you've got great customer service experience, and you can demonstrate some of those skills during the practical and your interview.
Okay. So the question is, do massage therapists have extra income selling products in the spa? So what I think this means, is there like a package or is there sales incentives? If massage therapists sell, do they get a percentage of the items or products that they sell?
They do. So our compensation, it's an hourly compensation plus a service commission and plus a retail commission. So the more you sell, yes, the more you would make.
Well, excellent. Well, I think that is all of the questions that we have on WTS today. If you have any further questions, you're more than welcome to email us in the future. This webinar will be played back on November 11th, and the website to get there is www.ncbtmb.org/webinars or www.ncbtmb.org/blog. To contact WTS International, you can go online at www.wtsinternational.com, and you can email at info@wtsinternational.com, or of course call 301-622-7800. To contact NCB at any time, of course, you may email us at info.ncbtmb.org, or you can call us Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. Central Time at 1-800-296-0664. And of course, you can live chat with us at ncbtmb.org on our website. Well, thank you for joining us, both of you. Does anybody else have, or do either one of you have anything to add?
No, it's just been great. Thank you, WTS, for joining us, and Henry. And we look forward to working closely with you guys in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you, Donna, Vanessa. It's been a pleasure being a part of this, and I look forward to seeing you guys more.
Yeah, you both did fantastic, and this was extremely informative about high-end spas that are out there that are hiring our therapists. Thank you so much for helping us out and for doing this webinar.
My pleasure.
Thank you.